In this video, I will discuss the chapter 5 of moral science, and the name of the chapter is The Source of Evil. We will discuss about the value from this chapter, that is how to control our greed or how the greed can become a disastrous one. It can make us in a problem. So first paragraph, it deals with a statement. We very often we hear or read in book that we can become, do or have anything that we want. However, it is not completely true. So this statement you must have heard that people are saying that whatever you want, if you have zeal you can do. Okay, that's right when you take in a positive manner, but every time it is not true. When you make that positivity of your greed into certain wrong act, then that act of becoming to the superpower or doing wrong things to get the goal or the target, wrong things done, so that becomes a troublesome in our life. We can have many things that we want, but we cannot have everything that we want. So this is also true that all right, we can whatever we have the desire we can have, but it is not possible that whatever we desire and everything we will have in our life. So there are two reasons for it. Firstly, our resources are limited. So you must be knowing from your science or other department, also from your philosophical thought also, it is said that the resources that we have are limited and we have to consume it, use it in a judicious manner. We have constant of time, money and energy. Secondly, we have an insatiable appetite. No matter what we are, what we become or what we gain or achieve, we are always cry for more. Since we cannot have anything everything that we want, we become frustrated and unhappy. So this is what here. First of all, our resources are less. Secondly, we are always troubled with the money or the energy. And what happened, we have always the insatiable appetite. That means we are never happy whatever we have in our life. We want something more and more, and this more and more make us in a trouble, or it give to us a wrong track. Now in the next part of the paragraph, the greed has been explained. Greed, also known as avarice, covetousness or cupidity, is a major cause of suffering in the world. Greed refers to the urge of having more and more. It is state in which person loses all his self control. So become when a person become greedy, he lose his self consciousness. He doesn't think about the right and wrong, and he start doing all those acts which can make him more powerful, or in terms of money or in other way. People suffer because of too much greed. On personal level, people become devious, pretty, unlovable, very jealous. Greed is inappropriate expectation. Greedy people do not care about others. Of course, there is nothing wrong in having a desire, but excessive and insatiable desire is harmful and should be avoided. You have learned from your many history or the many stories, or Bhagwan Buddha, Lord Buddha also said that desire is the cause of your suffering. So all of us human beings have the happiness and sorrows in life. Okay, so sorrows, when we talk about sorrow, what is the cause of sorrow, why people are unhappy? So unhappy is why, because we have certain desire and that is not fulfilled. So when we have certain desire, suppose we want anything and we are not able to get, then we all automatically the expression of sorrow or that kind of a sadness come to our body language or a face. This is what explained here in the paragraph. Now for example, imagine that you have inherited or earned a lot of money through hard work. There is nothing wrong in it, but earning money quickly through illegal mean is wrong. So this statement is of course very true. Nowadays the young generation, they want to become a millionaire and a billionaire in a very less time, so and without doing any hard work. So there is no substitute for the hard work. When you get something, when you complete that task, giving all your devotion and hard work, then of course you deserved it. But if you're trying to get all those the same power and money without doing hard work in less time, so obviously definitely something is wrong in the act. Greed is a major source of evil. It is the root cause of stealing, plundering, treason. So all that we are having in our society, like plundering, robbing, is never said to be the right thing. When you snatch others hard work things achieved, it is not going to sustain in your life. This is what here. So all those things is what, because of the greed. However, in a way, greed leads to development. So but here again the statement has changed, that sometimes greed is also taken in a positive manner. When greed is good, because it motivate people to work hard, get higher education, gain spiritual knowledge, start business, or invest money in something. So here the chapter deals that sometimes greed is also good. When, like suppose when you are studying and you are getting good marks, then you must be greedy, because your that greediness can bring more marks to you. You will work more hard, you become greedy in your work, and that work of course will give you the reward with the good marks and good result. So as a result, people earn more money and are able to lead a comfortable and prosperous life. This type of a greed is good only when it is backed by selfishness. However, in majority of the cases, greed is backed by selfishness. So this is what here, when you have a wrong conscious, or you become greedy only for your purpose, then of course this is not a good. But when you become a greedy in the positive manner for the society to do something good, then of course it result in a good. Such type of greedy person think only about himself and not about others or the society. Here is a short story about one such miserly zamindar who, is in spite of being very wealthy, did not help the poor farmers in their crisis and therefore punished by God. So here I am going to explain you the story about the three grains, where a zamindar, however, he was wealthy, but he did not care for his people in the village. So the name of the character is Jamna Lal, and he was a zamindar. So Jamna Lal was a zamindar who lived in a village called Samastipur. So the name of the village is what? Samastipur. He was very wealthy and owned most of the land in that village. So zamindar meaning is, obviously you must be understood with the meaning of zamindar. That means the owner of huge plot. So maximum of the land in that village was owned by that particular Jamna Lal, and that is why he was zamindar. One year it did not rain much in Samastipur. All the seeds sowed by the farmer dried up because of no rainfall. So what happened? There was a time, the bad time, when there was no rain, and the farmer, whatever they have sowed the seed, that become useless, because when there is no rain, the farmer totally depend on the rain in India. So when there was a no rain, so there was no production. The farmer became very upset because of this. They decided to go to the zamindar for help. A farmer said, "Oh Lord, we are going through a major crisis." This is a statement said by whom? The farmers to the zamindar, that my lord, we are in a problem. Sir, due to lack of rainfall, all our crops have dried up. We do not have much to feed our families. You have a huge stock of grains in your godown. Please help us. We shall work hard and repay you later when the condition improve. So what the farmers are saying? Farmers are requesting the zamindar, "Oh my lord, you have a lot of stock with you, and there is no rain in our village. All our investment has failed, as there is no plant, no production. So we are going to die because of hunger. We have no grains to survive, and you have a huge stock in your godown. Please help us, and we will repay you when our life will come back to the normal position. When there will be good time, we will repay you, or your loan that you have provided us." On hearing this, the zamindar became angry and shouted, "You lazy farmer, I'm not responsible for all this. Why didn't you save something for such a situation? Sorry, I cannot help you." So you can imagine how this the wealthy people respond when the poor is in the problem. Zamindar totally retrieve back and says that all this situation you are blamed for. Why have you not kept some amount for your bad time? I am not responsible, and I am not going to help you. So now the completely no was said by whom? The zamindar. The farmer felt helpless. They returned home disappointed. Slowly, all the farmers left that famine-struck village and migrated to another village. Only the miserly zamindar and his family remained in that village. So now there was no option for the farmers. They were helpless. They left the village, leaving all their homes, and moved to the other place to survive. So now in that village, only the zamindar was left in the village all alone. So one day a saint passed through that village. It it was late evening, so he decided to spend the night there. He went through the whole village in search of shelter, but all the houses were locked. So there was a time in the night. What happened, one saint was crossing that village, and when it got late, he thought to stay a night in that village, but he felt that all the houses are locked. The saint must have been very surprised. So the saint, amazed to see this, when he was about to leave the village, he saw some light coming from the zamindar house. So he was very surprised how it is possible that in whole village almost all the houses are closed and only one house is being just lit. He went there and knocked the door. The zamindar himself opened the door. The saint said to zamindar, I was passing through this village. I thought of spending a night in the village, but I am amazed to see that all the houses are locked. What is the matter? So the saint came and knocked the door and asked the person, the zamindar from the house, that I was crossing through this village. I saw all the houses are closed. So what is the matter? Why there is no people here in this village? The zamindar told him everything and then invited the saint to spend the night in his house. The saint agreed. The miserly zamindar gave a small room to the saint for spending the night. So zamindar invited the saint and asked him to that you can stay this night in my house, and asked him to spend the night in his house. At midnight, when everyone was fast asleep, suddenly the zamindar felt a severe pain in his stomach. He became restless and began to groan with pain, to shout in pain, to cry with pain. Because of this, the saint woke up. He walked toward Jamnalal's room. The door was open. He went inside and saw the zamindar groaning with severe pain in his stomach. So what happened at midnight after 12? What happened when everyone was fast asleep? Now the saint heard a huge cry in pain, and that was coming from Jamnalal's room. He went there. When he could not control the sound, he went to Jamnalal's room and asked what happened. Seeing the zamindar crying in pain, the saint ordered one of his servants to bring his bag from his room. The servant quickly went to the saint room and brought the bag. So seeing the bad condition of zamindar, the saint asked one of the servant that you go and bring my bag from my room, and the servant brought. The saint took out the 3 seeds from it, giving them to zamindar's wife. He said, take these seeds, grind 1 seed into powder and make him eat with a glass of water. If he is not relieved, then give him the second seed, and even if he is not relieved, then give him the third seed. But please remember one thing, these seeds are very rare. If he is relieved by the first seed, then return the rest to me. So what happened after seeing the pain? The saint gave 3 seed out from his bag and asked the zamindar wife to make that seed into powder and mix in the water and give him. And he also gave one advice instruction that if 1 seed is consumed and he is relieved with the pain, please return me the other 2 seed. But if he is not relieved, then you can use the second one and then the third one if still he is in pain. The zamindar and his wife nodded their head and the saint retired to his room. So nodded means that the wife and the zamindar said okay, and the saint went back to his room for the rest. So as instructed, Jamnalala's wife crushed into powder and gave it to zamindar with water. The zamindar felt much better. Now the cunning zamindar thought, the seed is really magical. It relieved me from my stomach ache so quickly. I should hide the other 2 seeds and tell the saint that I ate all the 3 seeds. Hence, hid the remaining 2 seeds in the chest. So what happened? The greed came into the mind of zamindar when he was relieved with one of the seed which his wife has given mixed with the water. But then what happened? His cunning mind, his greediness, he thought of a plan to keep the other 2 seed which was extra given by saint, and he thought to say the saint that he has consumed all the 3 seed. Early next morning, the saint went to zamindar to ask him about his welfare. The zamindar said, Holy saint, I am fine. Thanks for the seed. They worked wonder, but sorry, I had to consume all 3 of them. So this is a reply for zamindar that, oh saint, I am fine, but I am very sorry. I thought to give you other 2, but it was all used by me. So all the 3 seeds have been used. I cannot return any of the seed. But on listening to the saint smile, so after hearing this, the saint gave a broad smile. He blessed the zamindar and his family and left the place. The saint had gone, Zamindar opened his chest to see the seed. So, where he has hidden that seed, he just opened that place, the chest, and he was shocked to see everything in his chest had turned into coal. So, those seed has now, they were no more seed, they had turned into black coal. The Zamindar became afraid. He picked the seeds and threw them out of the window. So, after seeing this, he was shocked. He very quickly he took those seed and threw it out through the window. The seed landed on the cart loaded with grain. So outside of his house, the carts were there on which the grains were loaded. So the seed fell on that, and whole grain turned into coal. So the cart and the grain loaded on it also turned black. Not only he, the walls of his house and everything that touched the seed turned black. So wherever that seed touched, it became black. Now Zamna Lal became very scared. He immediately sent his servant to search the saint. The servant found the saint meditating in a village temple. They brought him to the Zamindar. So Zamna Lal immediately he was worried. He asked his people to find for the saint so that he can ask sorry. When the Zamindar saw him, he told him the truth about the seed. He fell at his feet and asked for forgiveness. The saint replied, I know very well that you told me a lie and tried to own the seed through foul means. You see, the color of the greed is black, so everything has turned black. So the saint answered Jamnalal, that I knew that you were cheating me, you were lying me, and you tried to betray me. So this is what the greed never result good. The color of the greed is black, so everything wherever you have kept the seed that turned into black. The miserly Jamindar understood what the saint meant. He promised him that he will never be greedy and will never lie to anybody. So now, within that time, immediately he felt very guilty. He asked sorry. And he also promised that he will not become more greedy now onward. Then the saint said to him, call all the poor farmers back and perform a huge yag. All your problem will be solved. So one more advice the saint gave, that you call all your poor farmers who were living in the village and perform one puja, one yag, and from that you will have all your prosperity will come to your village. The Zamindar did what he was advised by the saint. He called back all the villages with their help, performed a huge yag in the village temple. As soon as the yag was over, it began to rain heavily. Everything in Zamindar's house became normal and the village became a prosperous village again. So this is how the things were done. Zamindar did whatever the saint said, and so what happened, as soon as the puja was over, there was a good rain, and due to that good rain, again there was a production. Again the village soil became fertile and the farmers, they were happy. So what is the moral of the story? Greed always has to pay heavily. Thus we see greed can put people into dangerous situation. Greed equals to selfishness and ignorance. Greed for power and money makes people do outrageous thing. Outrageous thing means do wrong things, act in a wrong manner. Greed is considered as an evil and immoral quality that corrupt all of us. So we should not adopt greediness in our life. We should be self content whatever, and we should try to get with all our hard work, because there is no substitute for hard work. When you do hard work, obviously you are going to get it. So it may be little late, but you are going to get. So children, you are supposed to do hard work in your studies so that you can get a proper reward. So if you study in a very sincerely, in a really paying more attention with your chapters, you can definitely understand. So go through the chapter and write down the answers which will be given to you in the attachment. Thank you.